Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about probably one of the best concepts that I personally have been following along with the community, and I really want it to happen. So this is the concept of the shaman tank. Now, for those of you that didn't do this, when you go through the campaign for the first time, it forces you into the very first dungeon, which is in Tornagal. And when you do that dungeon, you have a follower called Baelgrim. And this follower seems to be a shaman tank. As you can see here in the screenshot, obviously this is the DPS guy, it's the actual player, and then these are all your follower people. And this is the guy that we're talking about. So this guy took it upon himself. Oh, hold on. That's interesting. This guy took it upon himself to actually go and take a screenshot and click on him. So at first glance, like obviously when you look at him in the transmog, you think, oh, he's just wearing the transmog that you're able to get if you pre-purchased the War Within and you did kind of the little event that you could do to get the transmog. However, something quite interesting happens. When you click on him, he seems to have the shaman elemental shield that you get as a normal shaman. However, his damage taken is reduced, and it seems like a permanent buff. So a bit like a defensive stance, or if you're a prot warrior, or if you're like a prot pally with your auras and things. So it does seem like there is something there, like a bit of a telltale. Now, the very last time that WoW actually did get a new tank was over in Legion, which came out in what, 2016. We haven't had a new tank since. We've always had the same tanks that we have had since 2016, and not to say that those tanks haven't changed dramatically since then, because they have multiple times. However, it would be nice to have a new tank. Now, the question that I want to pose, and feel free to go ahead and go and watch this. These guys over on Wowhead, they go through like the lore and basically everything. But the one thing that we need to look at, and Blizzard, by the way, did post like a little hinter that they are having plans for updates in future patches. So if you didn't know, in the War Within, a few of the classes got like a full rework, Demon Hunter not being one of them. Shaman did get a bit of a rework actually, but not entirely. So it would be quite interesting. The one thing that I would be interested to see is if they were going to add the shaman tank, are they going to make it like a druid where you have 4 specs? Or are they going to make it so you have 3 and they're going to get rid of 1? That would be interesting to see what they do with that. However, I do think that a shaman could definitely potentially be a tank. It basically has most of the means for it, right? You've got a lot of AoE damaging abilities. They could even do a bit like a monk tank where you have like a totem that can taunt everything. Obviously you've got the new stone bulwark totem as well that also gives you a huge shield at the moment that could be insanely increased. You've got your second wind's talents. You've got loads of different things that they could potentially go ahead and increase. And obviously notably you've already got the shield mastery because you are able to utilize a shield. It would be pretty cool to see that concept come alive, or whether or not they are deciding to bring out a new class entirely that will be a tank that's going to kind of take that form. However, that seems like a lot more work in my opinion, but that's just me. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this concept, whether you think that this is something that they should bring, or whether you think that this is something that you're not too interested in and maybe they shouldn't even look at it. Maybe they should just bring out a completely new class. However, we have already got a new class that came out last expansion, so that's probably the most unlikely thing to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. But that is it from me. I just wanted to share my opinion on the shaman tank. I really like the concept. I really like the idea. But yeah, it would be pretty cool if they could do something like this. I mean, you imagine being able to be a shaman and a tank, being able to bring the buff. I mean, you could literally have Guardian Druid and Shaman Tank if Shaman Tank was the thing, and they would both bring with them the buffs to the raid, so then it would free up the other specs or classes, if you like, for the entire raid. So it would be interesting to see that. But leave a comment down below what you guys think, or whether you think that this is just way too far-fetched and it shouldn't really be a thing. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.